It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for our weekly trip to the new zoo. And there's Neil Anderson live in Suamico. Good morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Well, we're waking up out here. It's going to be a beautiful day to visit the zoo. And I'll tell you, even with this beautiful weather, I mean, our attendance so far for the whole year is about tripled. It's just been fantastic for zoo business. And I know right over my shoulder, we were just talking, the male lion, he just came out. He was on his rock and he just roared to let everybody know that he's still around today, and letting the neighborhood know that, like I said, he's the boss out here. He's the king. And what we're looking at today, we're talking a little bit about, animals of Ireland, of course, with St. Patrick's Day coming up and everything. And one of the things we talked about, we talked about snakes before. There is no snakes on Ireland, but one of the things is from a bird end of it, there's about 458 species of birds, but most of them are migratory. Those are birds, like I said, that are kind of flying through and out. But they do have, birds that are there year round. They have a robin, a little bit different than our robin, and then they have a lot of sea life, a lot of sea birds that make home in Ireland. Now, because we're also talking about Ireland, we've got birds out here that produce some nice emerald green eggs. You take a look, these are emu eggs. And our emus now, our young pair, they haven't produced any eggs yet. We've got the young pair over here. And what we've done is to kind of help them with nesting and everything, kind of get used to it. We've taken some of the hollow eggs that we have that we've kind of blown out to go ahead, put in there to get some good nesting behavior with them. But they would go ahead, these guys are from Australia, and they would produce, somewhere between 25 and maybe 40 eggs a year. And they'll, lay an egg, once every 3 days. Takes about, when they finish up, takes about 50 days from an incubation standpoint. But you see the size of these birds, and it only takes about a year for the young ones to get to the adult size as well. So what we've got here is we've got three. We've got a male and a female, and then we've got another male on the other side. And what we're looking at doing, you can see we've got kind of an introduction fence here, because this is a young pair. They're getting used to each other. And then we have a little gate here. And with this gate, we can go ahead and open, give them access so they can kind of come and go together, kind of monitor. So hopefully then we'll have a little flock here that everybody will get along. And when they do nest, that's one thing we look at, with St. Patrick's Day coming up. That's usually kind of the end of the egg laying period for our emus out here in the past, and they would lay their eggs inside. There's a hut. It's a kind of a heated heat lamp structure inside. But we know St. Patrick's Day is coming close, when all the emerald green eggs are all ready to go, and then she's ready to sit on them. You can check these out. You can just see the size of these.
They're so cool.
Yeah, aren't they? They're really neat.
And don't you sell them in the gift shop?
We do, and what a lot of people will do a lot of artwork with these. They'll go ahead and do some sculpture with that. But I mean, the shell itself is a real hard shell. And they come in some, like say different colors. You can see a little bit, but mostly for the most part, they are emerald green. And you can hear the lion now. He's roaring again and everything. That's one of my favorite times out here in the morning. Is all the animals are waking up at the zoo. So hey, if you're thinking of coming to the zoo, come out here early. You can listen to everything waking up.
Oh, I just heard him. Yeah, he's vocal.
You hear him?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks, Neil.
He's enjoying this weather. There you go.
Who isn't, right?